Cause I'm rich, 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 rich. All these diamonds on my wrist, 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 wrist. Man, today's a good day. Hey, 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 'cause I'm rich. Hello, audience. What the hell that bit with me picking up the remains of my decimated wallet have to do with anything, you may ask? Simply put, I'm following the money, an ideal action for any person who hopes to be media literate. Though I wish it wasn't so, cheddar is essential to the media in the present day landscape. Any journalist, no matter how much integrity they have, will demand some sort of compensation for their services. To clarify, I'm not decrying the act of paying those in media for their services. Honey, you better get that money. But every media organization, from overtly partisan advocacy groups to more traditionally respected news sites, has sponsors, and those sponsors have agendas. The current system appears at least somewhat operational in theory. Unfortunately, the worst part of bread changing hands tends to, at times, have more with what you don't see in the news, what is under the table. If the media companies aren't owned by ultra rich people outright, which, spoiler alert, they usually are, then generally they tend to bankroll or otherwise incentivize them through a quid pro quo mentality. And those aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. They can be owned by one rich dude while being paid off by another rich dude. It's just a whole bunch of people paying for the news, but instead of to get a subscription, which they'd probably still have, they want to see what's reported, or more importantly, what's not reported. To be fair, this paper can go towards covering some really important stories, perhaps even ones that would be harder to report on otherwise. But to be balanced, it's a rarity that a person of means doesn't expect some control over the media if they're in there all, shut up and take my money. So it becomes important to know where exactly the potatoes each media org gathers comes from. Without disclosure of who's cutting the cake, aspects of stories such as the incentive to cover them, the angle they may be covered from, or why big stories may go unreported if not just swept under the rug, becomes a total mystery.